Behold, it is time for Mario Kart. And once we get some people in lobby, we'll start it up. No one's in lobby, that's a-okay. We shall just, continue as normal. How's everyone doing? Oh, sorry, I'm just looking around, setting stuff up. Alrighty. How is everyone doing? Holy crap, it's Thursday. We made it to Thursday. I barely made it to Thursday. But it is here. Tomorrow's Friday. There's lots of work deadlines as well, which is not the most fun ever. But it's almost over, so I can almost relax. And I'm going on vacation for a week next month. Thank goodness. I haven't gone on vacation in a long time, since like December. I haven't. Well, you know what? That's like, well, I haven't gone on vacation. I'm not going on vacation. I'm taking vacation, which is a separate concept. There is no trip. There is no like, I'm gonna go somewhere. No, it's purely I'm taking time off from work after these monumental deadlines. And I'm not even sad about it. The deadlines are gonna pass. I'm gonna say, okay, done and done. And then catch you later. Department, bye. I couldn't care less. I could not give a single extra fuck about work at the moment. I am tired. My boss asks too much of me constantly because I'm an overachiever and I do anything she asks. Apparently that's a terrible breeding ground for people to say, or people to take advantage of you and your abilities. Shocker. If only someone had told me a million years ago when I was a child, that you should set everyone's expectations very low for yourself. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do some trials for now. Let's do something quick. Let's do some time trials. I don't know what's meta anymore. I didn't really understand what was meta to begin with. Show us your speedrunning skills? Thanks, Thimbles. I'm not entirely sure I have speedrunning skills. Ah, there's so many ghosts. I'm not willing to go against the ghost. The ghost scares me. Let's turn my volume down a little bit. Not yours, just mine. Ah! But yeah, I mean, work is what it is. Like, the job has to be done, and I guess it's gonna have to be done by me. What makes me sad is that apparently it can't be done by anybody else. So I am now both irreplaceable and overworked. And not paid enough. Which is a bummer. Fluky, hey, how's it going? Oh, sorry, I went right off the track looking at chat. As per usual, how are you doing today? As per usual, my streaming room is getting slowly hotter and hotter since I have the door closed. Excellent, excellent. That does sound like something that should come with a pay raise. However, I'm working on it. Ow. HR may be fighting with me, but I'm working on it. Using the Wiggler car, yeah. I had the Wiggler on Wiggler combo action going was it last week or the week before? But then I realized whoopsie. No one noticed, no one saw. I noticed that combination was not good for me because it was too heavy. And as someone who used to play a heavy character literally all the time, it kind of wigged me out a little. Also, I have no idea where I'm going. What the hell's going on? Why are we in the oil fields? Why do I have no coins? Goodness gracious. Man, you know what? It was really hot today and it was obscenely humid. So I ordered a pizza. And I'm on specific medication that makes me not very hungry. Like at all. I don't really feel hunger anymore. To the point where I'm like, oh, look at that, new record. Don't save the ghost, it's so embarrassing. To the point where I'm like, oh, I should eat. And then I forgot, no, I don't want to upload a ghost. Let's change course. Yeah, they did add a new character. They added 3 new characters. They added, Wiggler. They added Kamek. And they added, boop, 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 boop. What was the third one? Petey Piranha. Upload the ghost of hitting the walls. No! Sunset time. See, you might have, seen it in the little ghost preview there. You got Petey Piranha. You know what? If this one's really... I didn't even use any mushrooms. How embarrassing. Anyways, I ordered pizza, and I was like, this is gonna be delicious. And then I ate 2 slices, and I'm like, now I'm very ill. Which is a bit of a bummer. Because I used to be able to eat pizza like no tomorrow, but now I can't stomach it at all. But that's okay. That's the price to pay to get better. What pizza was it? It wasn't even good. It was Little Caesars. It was a Little Caesars pepperoni. Because it was $8, and I was like, well, this is the cheapest as it gets. And I also got some crazy bread, and that was fucking delicious. And then I had some cinnamon bites, which were also very delicious. I highly recommend the cinnamon bites. Ah! The $8 price says it all. Yeah, I'm gonna have heartburn later. Absolutely. I'm gonna have horrendous heartburn. But pizza gives me heartburn too, so... I think it's just because I'm old. Ellywig, hi, by the way. I saw your message. Welcome back. Welcome home. I'm currently doing some time trials. And then... because the lobby was empty. But I will make a lobby shortly. And then everyone can come and play. But yeah, the cinnamon bites were good because they were really fucking greasy. Which probably contributed to my immediately not feeling very good. But, they were really yummy. So, who's to say? Who's to say, really? You know what? Yeah, my time trials are all about not getting coins and hitting the most walls. Oh, I don't have any mushrooms left. Never mind. New record! Guys, look! I'm so fast at this game. Alright, I'll upload the ghost. Look at me, a little Canadian comic. There you go. Y'all can have that one. Alright. We'll do a couple more. Just for me to warm up. Y'all warm up on your own. What shall we do? Let's do Squeaky Clean Sprint. See? Kamek is really good. I can see him. He's right there. Okay. The hero, hi! How are you doing? Hola! I'm doing very well. Are you still in... You were in Mexico, right? Are you still there? Still there? Nice. Whoop. Squeaky Clean Sprint has to be one of my favorites. One of my favorites of the new tracks. Because I think I just love the concept and the physics. There we go. We'll get one of these. I don't like going down straightaways without boosts. Makes me feel gross. Whoopsie. I will say, this car handles pretty well. But will it on So beat track. There we go. Very nice. Good job, me. Food is amazing. I bet it's amazing. Oh, I'm super jelly. As we were lamenting earlier, I got Little Caesar's pizza today, and I feel very ill all of a sudden. What? There we go. I'm learning. I didn't drift very well there, but I'm learning. Alright, down the drain. Ooh, drifting the wrong way. That's okay. As per usual, if anyone's been here since the Splatoon 3 days, sometimes you gotta take an L to get a dub. And that's totally fine. Why are there cassette tapes in the bathroom? I have been wondering this. And you know what I think the answer is? Hey, look, bandages. Have you ever... Here... Yeah, whoops. Hold on. I'm concentrating really hard. Have you never, like, listened to some music while you were taking a shower or taking a bath? You know? This apparently was set many years ago, in a time where cassettes were popular, and CDs weren't an acceptable alternative yet. Meow. Okay, that one was much better. Radios. See, I stopped listening to the radio when it got a little more production value than it was about music. See, use your phone for music. See, that makes sense. In the today times. In the many years ago, people had to, like, bring a cassette into the bathroom with them if they want to have, like, a nice bath. Everything is just phone now. Calculators are phone. Like, little computer. Browsing the internet's all phone. Back in the day, you used to have to browse the computer on a very specific machine. Or browse the internet, rather. Browse the computer. Browse the internet on a very specific machine, because the internet was, you know, slow and connected to the phone. But nowadays, it's super fast. Yes! Oh my god. Thimbles. Yes. Back in the day, when folks would, like, call in requests to then record the music as it played for your mixtape. Now that's throwing it back. For me, whoopsie. No one saw. It's fine. Nobody pay attention to that. It's okay. My olden times was making sure we had a bunch of blank VHSs around, so I could record my shows when I was out. Because those used to take tape. And no, you, like... Ooh, table. I haven't hit one of those yet. I did not feel good about it, though. There we go. A little harsh on the turn there, but we made it in the end. This is a great map. It's full of life. Which I really like. Exactly. You had to tape it, you had to make sure that no one changed the channel, which was oftentimes what happened anyways. Heaven forbid someone taped over anything, then you were fucked. I still have, I still have Kim Possible episodes on VHS somewhere in my house. Because that show slapped. And that was before DVRs existed. Remember a world before you could just, like, record shit from wherever you were? It was, way slower. I think I'll describe it as slower. You know what? Everyone can have the ghost of me hitting the wall 17 times. Let's go quit. All right, everyone. I'm opening a lobby. That's hilarious. Taping a show and then turning down the volume at the very end. That's so funny. Because of course that's when the movie gets the best, right? That's hilarious. My mom insists that none of our tapes work anymore. They do. Our VHS still works. Our tapes still work. So the lobby's open, by the way, if you'd like to join. So to prove it to her, I was like, okay, let's watch one of her tapes. It was Jaws, recorded like in the mid to late 90s, off the TV. And it of course had all the commercials with it too, because that's how it works. To this day, that's how it works. But what I noticed, there's a big difference in commercials and advertisements nowadays as compared to 30 years ago. Is that commercials now are very fast. It's like, here's our product, buy our product, whatever. That's pretty much it. Whether it's like, this product tastes good, or this product will solve your problem. One of those. But commercials from the 90s had like a whole plot. They had like, it was a 30-second or a 60-second or whatever. Like, I saw a Colgate commercial that was, because I turned it on, I hit play on the VCR, and it started partway through the commercials, because that's when it started. And it was literally in the middle of what I thought was a television show. I was sitting there, I was like, oh, I tuned into something, like, this is really good. And then like 20 seconds later, it's just like, buy Colgate. I'm like, what? They were like at a courthouse or something. It was really intense. I was like, what's going on with Colgate? Oh, it was bizarre. Anyway, you can only play a couple rounds. That is A-okay. Let's get it started now then. We'll do normal comm. Anyone is welcome to join partway through. I don't mind. Feel free to drop in and drop out as you please. Zero next time. You join next time. But yeah, it was a really intense commercial. And then Jaws came on, and my mom's like, oh, like wow, the tape works. I'm so surprised. I'm like, it's not that old. I know this because I'm that old. But yeah, we have Kindergarten Cop. We also have on VHS, recorded from the television somewhere in the midst of the 90s. Also, voicemail. Voicemail used to work different. And you could call your voicemail and check your messages from anywhere. It was very bizarre. Now you just bring your phone everywhere. It doesn't even matter. You don't need to check your voicemail box when you're on the go. Because you don't have a home phone anymore. Because who the heck pays for that? Does anyone here still have a home phone? I don't. I never, personally, in my apartment, I never had a home phone. Because I never needed one. My parents had a home phone. For some reason. For a very long time, actually, in, like, comparison. I think it was probably, like, I want to say 2016-ish, when they finally got rid of their home phone. Because it just stopped working. We stopped being able to take calls, but we were still able to make calls. So we canceled the service, but nothing changed. So we were still able to make outgoing calls, but no one was being charged for them because the service had been canceled. So we could even make long-distance outgoing calls, and no one gave a shit. Eventually, the system got completely turned off, but for a few years, actually, we just had, you know, a half of a home phone. It was very interesting. Wow, a lot of people here have home phones. Why? Why do you have home phones? I play Mario Kart. Yeah. There is an update. It's a big, beautiful update. Get in here. Get in here, Fluky. In fact, I don't know very many people with a home phone anymore, because they just kind of give out their cell phone number as their contact number now. That's what I do. And there's always... It's not oftentimes like a government form, but I'll be filling out a form. And it'll be like, oh, fill out your home phone, and then like, and another phone we can contact you at. I'm like, I don't have one of those. I don't have a home phone. I'm gonna give you my cell phone number. And then, so I put it in the cell phone number spot on the form. And it's like, you have to put your home phone number in too. I'm like, I don't have home phones. To remedy this, I was like, oh, well, I'll just put my cell phone number in both. And then it's like, oh, you can't have two of the same number. You have to have different numbers. I'm like, but I don't have two numbers. I have one number. And it's a cell phone. Eventually it got to the point where I was like, fuck this. I took it out of the cell phone. I'm like, I have a home phone now. Nobody tell whatever company I was filling the form out for that it's not my home phone, it's my cell phone. But it was a very interesting, I'm sure, like, in terms of data entry, if you start having blank fields in places, it starts fucking shit up in the database. I get it. I get it. But, like, seriously? You couldn't reformat... Ow. You couldn't reformat anything? It's the 2020s, man. I don't think many people still have a landline. A landline! I knew it was Janet. The moment I saw the red shell... No! Janet, that really hurt my feelings. That bomb really hurt my feelings. Twitch Grade, welcome! How's it going? Why am I suddenly getting my butt kicked? What the hell is going on? I'm in third. There's only 2 people in the lobby. Twitch Grade, you came at an interesting time because we've been talking about home phones, for like 10 minutes. Do you still have a home phone, or do you just have a cell phone? Get out of my way, Inkling girl. This is enough. Enough's enough. Ooh. What? Oh, sorry. Man. Squeaky Clean Sprint is a favorite of our crew, just because it is the coolest. I think this whole conversation started with, why are there cassettes in the bathroom? And then we just went on from there. Use a home phone sometimes, albeit portable. Yeah, not like one that's like connected to the wall anymore, but like just like a landline as opposed to a cell phone. Also, anyone, as always, is free to jump in at any time. You have a home phone because it's with your cable package. Would you get a cheaper cable package if you didn't use the home phone? Do you have a Nokia? I did not. I do not, and I did not have a Nokia. I had a very old BlackBerry, though. That was my phone of choice at the time. Whoop! Okay, we're going up. And we're going down. There we go. I'm finally getting the hang of those. Ah! Still better than iPhone. I mean, here's the dealio. The only reason you see me moving right now is because of an iPhone. So I'm pretty happy with what I've got. I've got a killer setup. And thanks to the true depth camera available on iPhone 10 and later, I can do cool movements with my face. That was my Samsung fridge. I would be so lucky to have a Samsung fridge. I currently have a white fridge from the 90s and the bulb is burnt out. And I haven't found the time to replace it yet. So whenever I open my fridge, it's just dark. Because I was like, well, there's no point replacing it if I can see what's inside the fridge. So who cares? That's my first mistake. Hello? There we go. iPhone, what model? The iPhone, what is it, 14 Pro, I think? I have the regular version, not the Max, because I have IRL very tiny hands. So I wouldn't be able to hold the iPhone Max, because it would be too large. White fridge? That's killer. I don't understand. Okay. There's an ad going on right now. But everyone's about to get a full force opinion on why I think fridges are stupid. When the ad break ends. Let me tell you. Because I have opinions on smart fridges. Like many. But let's see here. 7 minutes and then you can play? I'm holding my breath. Tell us during ad break? No! Everyone here needs to listen to my opinions about fridges. It's very important. What ads? Yeah, you Twitch Turbo son of a gorsh. Whoops, I did not want to do... Hello? Friends? Allywig, thank you so much for joining when you could. I really appreciated that. Ugh. I hope you have an excellent rest of your evening. Did that reset? I don't know. It wasn't supposed to. You should be thankful for your turbo. You know what? I am 100%, 110%, a million percent. I'm very grateful that you're here. Trust me. I appreciate everyone who sits in chat, whether they're lurking or whether they're here to chat. I absolutely appreciate every single one of you. Now on to my fridge opinions. Ooh. 1 minute. 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 1 Sorry, I got really distracted by talks about Apple products in chat. iPhone 13 Pro Max connected to a Win 10 PC and laptop, as well as an iPad 8th gen and a Samsung Watch Series 7. I think we might actually have the same setup. I'm not kidding you. I have my Stream Deck iPad like next to me right now. As I'm wearing my watch, as I'm looking at an iPhone to stream with. So that's fair. I do like being on the receiving end of a shit ton of news. Mom had a Samsung fridge, but it died? That's not cool. Okay, fridge opinions. Here's the deal about fridges. Fridges don't need to be smart. I don't understand what smart fridges are. It started when they... Okay. The most tech fridge I'm willing to purchase is one with, like, ice in the door. Ice and water in the door. That's all I care about. Then they started putting screens in the door. They're like, oh, look at the weather on your fridge. No. Fuck off. I can ask Siri. I could ask a multitude of virtual assistants. I can look it up on my phone myself. It's right there. It's always on my person. I'll look it up there. I don't need the weather on my fridge. Oh, well, you can make a shopping list on your fridge. Yeah, you know where else I can make a shopping list? On a piece of paper. I don't need a screen on my fridge. And the worst part is Samsung is notoriously bad at software maintenance. So what happens when they stop updating your software and you just eventually have a brick for a fridge? You paid so much money for a smart fridge and now you just have a regular ass fridge. That's stupid. That's ridiculously dumb. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Now they've got these giant fridges. They're very tall, which don't fit in any home I've ever lived in. But they're fridge and freezer all the way down. So there's just like a thin fridge on the right and a thin freezer on the left. That's stupid, and I'll tell you why. You can't fit a pizza in there. You can't fit wide things. What happens when you gotta go to Costco? And like buy a thick box of mozzarella sticks. You can't fit it in the freezer anymore because your freezer's too thin. That's ridiculous. And now they make fridges with like 4 different doors. You knock on the door and it lights up. First of all, that's annoying. Oh, well, it saves the environment. Yeah, also just not opening the fridge saves the environment, so whatever. Then you open the first door and it's like the regular door shelf, but you have like an inner shelf, and then you can open the second inner shelf and get to the deep part of the fridge. Also stupid. Well, like, first of all, where do I put my condiments? They go in the door. But which door? Because now there's a multitude of doors. It's ridiculous. I hate the concept of smart fridges. I have, like, all I need is a rectangular shape object. Not even a what's the word I'm looking for? Not, a 3D rectangle, whatever that's. I feel like I've forgotten. Welcome, Thimbles, to my fridge rant.
Yeah, all fridge rants all the time.
So, okay. Continuing on the rant, because now you've got a prism. You've got a prism, but when you've got too much door in the prism, there's like, the prism's not deep enough anymore, and you can't store all you need to store. But what I need a prism that's cold on the inside. The light doesn't even need to come on, so long as it's cold on the inside.
I mean, that should be the primary function of a fridge.
That
to
should
be cold on the inside. Yeah.
That should be the only function of the fridge. There should be no other fridges. There should quit putting shit in fridges. All right, Fluky, hold on. I'll get your friend request here.
Now, I quite like my fridge that makes ice and spits out cold filtered water to me.
Yes, that's as techie as I'm willing to go. You know, like I'm not
Yeah,
willing to go any further
that,
than ice and
that's not
water.
smart. Like that's
Yeah,
just there's an extra button
exactly.
that I press. It doesn't
And
decide to press the button.
you know,
Also, we have to manually turn the ice maker on and off,
there you
which
go.
means if we forget to turn it off, sometimes we just have like a massive amount of ice.
And you know, that's not a problem to me.
Yeah, I mean
Meanwhile,
we've been going through it like crazy this summer.
I have 4 ice trays that I put in the freezer that sits at the top of my fridge. And that's what I do. That's,
Ice
mind
is
you,
important.
ice is very important. I'm very sweaty right now. I wish I had ice in my beverage. A nice cold lemonade. Wait, we hit the follower goal. A what? We hit a follower goal? Ah, where? Where is it?
Oh,
Where is it? I don't know. Hold on. 151.
151 followers. Whoop,
Wow.
whoop, 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 whoop.
Woo! Wow, thank you so much, everyone. That's really awesome. And what better way to... Oh my god, I am really sweaty. And what better way to celebrate?
And by driving Mushroom Gorge.
Wait, no, that's...
Yeah.
No, that's not what I meant. I do like the eye.
I think it was.
Fluky, that is... Look at that.
I do like your eye, Fluky.
That is some
It's
grade
disturbing
A.
in an amazing way.
You know what it reminds me of?
What? Because I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of.
Welcome to Night Vale.
Okay, I see that. I think there's like something else that is coming to me, but I can't think of what it is yet.
Welcome to Night Vale. Their like logo is a purple eye, very similar to that, with like a crescent moon in the middle, and it was the first thing I thought of. Oh, you gotta pick a track, by the way.
I was trying to find your favorite track, but I can't remember what cup it's in.
Ideal. Very ideal. But wow, we did it. We hit 151. I guess we hit it while I was oh, you know what it was? I know what it was.
The refrigerator rant.
It was the fridge rant. No, it was I was watching Milky Knox, who is a streamer who streams primarily in Spanish. And her student was the one who rigged my model. So I talked to her on occasion, and she gave me a shout out in stream today, and I bet you that's what pushed us over. Thank you, Milky. Come on, there we go. We're all for these boosts. You know what? You know what we should do one day? Is play Crash Team Racing instead of Mario Kart.
I don't think I have that one.
I don't think anybody does, except for the diehards who really love CTR.
So what we could do is play one of the emulated ones, like the really old Mario Karts.
Ooh, yes. You know what? I do have like a special thing happening next Thursday? Oops. Had to look behind me. Ran right off the track. My calendar is on the wall behind me. I do have a special thing happening next Thursday. You might even say it's my 1-year stream anniversary.
Oh.
So I'm thinking we celebrate by playing a ton of like Nintendo Online, like old NSO games.
Okay, Mario Party, Smash Bros.
Yeah, like Mario Party,
Mario Tennis,
old Mario Kart. Yeah, shit like that. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Mainly because I really don't like Japanese games, but that seems to be like the game of choice when it comes to like stream interaction, and I just really don't like those games at all. And you know what? That was not my fault.
I'm gonna blame you anyway.
Wow.
Well, you did do it.
I did not. I literally did not. I was just holding the banana behind me, you know, like a good strategic play. Otherwise, was not my fault. No. Okay. Whew. Whew. I was clenched there at the end. Oh dear. I have a nice frosty lemonade to hydrate with today.
We'll play Sim Ant.
Pardon?
We'll play Sim Ant.
Oh. I did not hear that.
What'd you think I said?
I heard, I think, anything but what you were saying. Sim Ant is good.
Oh, look, we got another one-eye person.
Ooh, look at this! Wow, everyone's really into it today. I like
this person is an Among Us.
Among Us?
That's what they kind of look like, hey?
This is sus as hell.
This is pretty sus.
Welcome.
What a sussy baka.
First game, that map was rough. It is. Although I do love Electrodome. Cool Junior, welcome.
The music on Electrodome slaps.
It does slap. Cool Junior, I'm glad you're here. Here for the absolutely hog track. Meow.
What kind of is F-Zero a racing game?
Yes.
Okay, I've never played this game. I know Captain Falcon from Smash Bros, and that's it.
F-Zero is a racing game. F-Zero was notable for the fact that it was one of the first games, or a very early game, to use the FX chip, I believe.
Oh.
In the Super Nintendo. I could have that backwards, but I do know that, I think it was. Was it the first one to use it, or was Star Fox the first one to use the FX chip? I think it might have been Star Fox, and
we had Star Fox.
And then it was Stunt Race FX that had, that made use of the FX chip as well. If you watch the Gaming Historian's video on the original Super Mario Kart, he briefly talks about F-Zero as well. Because...
Oh, come on!
Because they,
just get hit by like 5 things in a row.
Oh no! Well, oh!
That's Mario Kart, baby!
That's Mario Kart. Joy-Con drift, sounds like, if I'm honest.
No.
Oh, by the way...
Sounds like Palm bullying me.
What? That's not... What? No.
I'm being cyberbullied.
That's not true.
I read about this on Facebook.
Ooh. I'm not used to Comic like disappearing at times when he goes over the jump, but I like it. It's a good effect.
Right?
I like it a lot. Oh, I missed both boosts. Somehow, I slipped in right between them. For those, by the way...
No!
Ooh.
Darn.
Oh, good golly gosh.
Good golly gosh. Those nap gobbling Limp Biscuits.
Oh, Limp Biscuits. Flaccid Pancakes? Shout out to that deep cut JoJo reference. By the way, for those who are subscribers of the channel, which again, you don't have to be, content will always be free. We do have this cool new emote called Joy-Con Drift.
Hey.
You're gonna murder the next person who used the lightning. I never use lightning. However, I am the victim many times to the lightning. Trust me, it gets worse. If Gibby was in the lobby, we would never hear the end of it.
Oh, we lost the Among Us. Goodbye, Among Us.
3rd to 6th, yeah. The lightning is rough. Damn it! No!
Yeah, but now we're getting it out of the way.
Alright. We'll do one Mushroom Gorge. For those who perhaps don't know the deep lore, I used to play with Joy-Cons, and I played them until they were literally unplayable.
Yeah, the last couple streams with the Joy-Cons were pretty bad.
Really, really bad. So now, no matter what happens... Hey! Wait a second. So now, no matter what happens, it's always Joy-Con drift. Do I use a Pro Controller now? Yes. Am I gonna complain about Joy-Con drift anyways? Also, yes.
Well, who says it's not Joy-Con drift?
Oh, I saw that bomb, you cheeky.
Calls me cheeky as she hits me with a red shell and passes me. Okay.
Sounds like a Joy-Con drift. Oh. Stay on the mushroom, stay on the mushroom. Okay, I'm gonna go for the right path this time. I haven't been on this path in a while because I'm scared of it. Because I usually fall off. There we go. I gotta start looking for shortcuts. Oh, not this too. What the heck? What the heck?
Blue shell gonna blue shell.
Crazy. Oh, you.
Hey!
Man! Alright. Alright. Now. Oh, now I'm super fast. This is gonna be great. And I'm not inked, which is ideal. What? Oh, shit. No! My mushroom!
Yeah, I lost mine too.
No! Where? Oh, I hit a Goomba with a red shell, but that's not what I wanted.
Thanks, Goomba!
That's not what I wanted at all!
That Goomba is my best friend.
He sure is a pal, isn't he? Don't want to play anymore. We've only done a couple. We've only done a couple. Lightning is just, you know, literally the worst item in my opinion.
It's funny because I never actually get lightning.
I never get it either. But I guess it just, you know.
I get hit by lightning a lot.
Yeah. Multiple times per race.
Maybe it's something like the computers get a lot?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how item distribution for computers versus player characters work. I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if it's like biased or different.
Yeah, I know that there were like in Double Dash, like I think it was like Donkey Kong would only get bananas.
There's like specific items.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I think in Super
you know,
Mario
and like Koopa
Kart,
had shells.
I think it was the same for Super Mario Kart.
It has been a very long time since I have played Super Mario Kart. Like, not since I was playing on our Super Nintendo. And we didn't own that game. That was one we used to rent.
From the local video/video game rental store, or...
Yeah.
Yep. for us, where we rented things, was a Blockbuster.
I just jumped over you. Did you see that?
I did. It was a Blockbuster video that was next to a grocery store that I will not name because it is very local and does not, it's not a national chain.
Ah.
But it was next to a President's Choice denomination of grocery store.
Sure. Some form of Loblaws.
A Loblaws thing, yep. And I will say, like, fuck Gale and Weston and shit like that, but President's Choice products are, like, way better than Compliments brand shit.
Oh yeah, no, PC, like, they're not all good, but they're, like...
They're pretty consistent.
Usually pretty good, yeah.
Because I used to work at a Sobeys many years ago, and that shit was awful. Oh, you banana thrower. Good heavens.
Wasn't me.
No, I know who it was. Floki.
You gotta appreciate somebody who's got the skill to throw a banana forward into a good spot, though. Like, that takes some doing.
It does. It's like when you hit a green shell just right. Oh, shit. I'm hitting every wall. I'm hitting every wall. Star Jeffrey, hello. How are you doing? Ooh, I'm staying far... Nope. Fuck. I was gonna say I'm staying far away from you, but then I did not do the thing I said I would do.
While you were saying that you weren't gonna do it, even.
Exactly. Middle of the sentence. Middle of the way. Ooh.
Oh!
Gosh darn! Owie.
No.
Ah!
Aw.
Gosh darn it. Man, that was close. That was really close, Fluky. That was nice. Occasionally, the lightning works in our favor. Oh, time to do a little stretch, everybody. Sit up a little straighter. There we go. Still warming up? Yeah, take all the warm-ups you need. I'm gonna do a little bit of a stretch. Because I need to. Yeah, Zero Hero, thank you. And hydrate too? Good call. Alright, everybody.
Ah, cheers.
Everyone knows hydrate. Cheers. Ah. Oh, let me also crack my spine. There we go. Whoa. That was very helpful. Thank you. Alrighty. Back to my, shrimp posture. Of just folded over. So how's everybody doing? Are we doing good? Are we Mario Karting? How's it going? It's almost the weekend. Thank God.
Oh, man. I'm off next week.
Oh, nice! I'm taking a week in August. After all my deadlines are due August 1. And then I'm gonna volunteer at a summer camp on my vacation.
Oh, nice.
And I told my boss that, and she was like, why? Why would you do something like that? I'm like, well, why not? It would be fun. And she's like, but you have to take care of children. I'm like,
That's
yeah,
true.
but they're children I like.
Well,
So it's fine. And they all think of me as, like, a cool authority figure, so I don't care too much. You had a tough week, Twitch Green? That's a bummer. I feel like Mondays, I'm always like, yeah, start of the week. Let's get shit done. And then by Wednesday, I'm like, I'm like dragging myself to the office, hair a mess, makeup half done. Like, God, I just want it to be over. Please. Let it end. Alright, I'm gonna hit the next one.
Okay.
Once again, if anyone wants to join, you can ! join game. And then you'll get my friend code. And then you can join us in our Mario Kart racing adventure. Okay, I'm gonna pick... Ooh. I forgot that Yoshi's Island existed.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Nice! Ooh. Who's... Somebody be messaging me. Let's just mute. Let's see. Mute server for 3 hours. Brr, brr, brr. Sorry, I keep getting messages on different servers, but because I'm talking to you, I'm not entirely sure that other people can't, like, hear my dumb Discord notifications go off. If you did, that's my bad. That was me. My Discord's going off.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it, but I don't know.
Nah. Well, hopefully no one could hear it. What's a stream without a little bit of stuff? This is a great track. I keep forgetting how well designed this is for turns and power sliding. No! Oh! I lived! Oh shit! I hit. Oh no! Oh no! Never mind. No! Oh my actual. Okay. So I managed to destroy the blue shell through some weird luck of my own, because I thought it was too far away. And then I managed to hit everything. Then I managed to hit literally everything. A wall, a creature, some mud. What the hell happened?
Oh! Spooky got me.
No! Goodness gracious. Oh, this is gonna get me. Oh. But I just got my coins, my 10 coins. Ooh. This isn't good. This isn't good. No! No! Ow!
What happened?
I got hit with a red shell and then you both passed me.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like all I thought was the two of you ahead of me heading to the waterfall. And then, like, we were out of the waterfall and you weren't there anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, where'd you go?
I was behind you.
But how?
Alright. Here's a question for you. And for chat.
For me?
For everybody. What
Okay.
is one technology, what is one thing that's advancing that should stay dumb instead? Instead of
Oh,
having,
like something
this...
that shouldn't be smart besides
Yeah.
fridges?
Exact. Besides the fridge. We've gone over the fridge.
I have no interest in, like, any kind of, like, glasses that are a computer.
I agree.
Especially, like, glasses with a camera in them. I don't want to have to worry about, like, people fucking, like, filming me, like, randomly, any more than I already do.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I find it to be an issue of consent as well. I don't like being filmed in a public space. Especially not with a camera I can't even see.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a wall. Whoopsie daisies. Ow.
I have no idea where I'm going on this track.
That is okay. Oh, what's, hold on, I can think of one. Cool Junior, welcome back. You know what I wish would stay dumb? Cars. You know what I like in a car? 5 wheels. 4 on the ground and 1 to steer. That's all I need. If it's got a CD player, that's awesome. If it's got Bluetooth, you know what? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But, you know, not a necessary feature. That's okay. Not a necessary feature. I just need something to get me around. I don't need fancy shit. I don't need subscription packages to keep my butt warm on cold days.
Oh my god, that is the stupidest thing. I hope people didn't pay for that.
I don't think they did.
I sincerely hope nobody paid for that, and that doesn't become a thing.
Hope it does not. I don't think anyone did. I think everyone was wise to, as soon as I heard that, like, Sirius XM or whatever was a subscription in your car, I knew it was over. I knew it. I was like, here we go. Same with, like the maps in the dash itself, like on the screen. You have to pay to update those occasionally from the manufacturer of the car. Meanwhile, I just like Google Maps on my phone. Done.
Yeah.
But internet. Twitch screen. Internet's being screwy? That's not fun. I used to have a very screwy router. Talk about things that shouldn't be smart. I had like a messed up router that would just, for some reason, inexplicably, do nothing. I have no idea why I paid so much. I paid money to an internet service provider. I'm like, I would like to purchase your services. Here, please. And they're like, okay, it's gonna be a butt-fuck ton of money every month. I'm like, okay. Because I live in Canada, and that's what that means. Okay, sure. I'll pay that shit ton of money for not that much service. Give me something that works, please. And they didn't.
Yep.
That pissed me off. On the upside, considering I was a loyal customer, quote unquote, they gave me a deal on getting me shit that worked. And worked better as well than I had initially paid for. They're like, you want extra speed for free? And I was like, I want speed that works. Please. Did it freeze up? Might have to reset. Oh, this router is long gone. That one got shipped back. This one, the one I'm using to actually stream right now, is super good. Fun fact, because my router and my computer live in different rooms and far away from each other, I'm currently streaming on Wi-Fi, which is a no-no apparently on Twitch standards, but works well enough for me. Whoa. Ooh. I wish the camera would turn a little bit faster on those, like, half-pipe rails. I would love to be able to see faster. There was also the day that the internet service provider that I use, just broke. Did not work for a whole day. And not just me.
Or half of Canada, yep.
Everybody. And it was really bad. What brand name do you use? I am with Rogers. Shout out to Rogers for actually not being bad anymore. I will say anymore, because I'm about to tell a really shitty story about Canadian ISPs. So, in Canada, there are 3 internet service providers. And those 3, you may hear like other names here and there. The other random names are tiny companies that are owned by the bigger companies. So there's only 3. And because there's only 3, we pay out the absolute ass for service. And also, because there's only 3, it becomes not cool when one of them goes down. And it can, like, going down for, like, a little blip, like a 15 minutes, whatever. It's technology. It's prone to failure. I get that. Rogers went down for days. And you know what Rogers has control over? Interac debit. So no one in Canada could use their debit card for like 2 days.
And, like, that is the main way people, like, you spend money here.
Yeah.
Like,
I use credit, so I'm a little immune. But, yeah, debit was gone. You know what else people couldn't do? Call emergency services.
yeah, that's not great, is it?
No, that's horrendous.
It seems kind of not great.
So after that, and businesses had to close because they couldn't accept certain forms of payment. They were just like, do you have cash or credit? Because we can't do debit. I was at the office when this happened, and everyone in the office, everyone at the institution was like, what the hell is happening? Do you know what's happening? I had to go make a withdrawal from a debit machine that day. But one of my credit cards functions as a debit card in specific situations. So I was still able to make my withdrawal. But I couldn't call anyone on the Rogers network. I was not with Rogers at the time. But yeah, they passed, not a bill. I don't think it was a bill, but they had an understanding that they were going to build a lot more redundancy into the network, such that when one of the big 3 goes down, the other telecom companies will start being able to make and accept calls using that network. So if Rogers goes down again, Bell will be able to pick up the slack. Or if Bell goes down, the Rogers network will be able to take care of, like, Interac and emergency service calls. So that's nice, I guess. But yeah, it was horrendous. It was so stupid. And then we all got like $10 on our, no, I think it was closer to like $50 off of our next bill because people were complaining too much. Must have lost millions of dollars on that alone. But, you know, when you fuck up, it was probably some guy named Kevin spilt an orange soda on a keyboard somewhere. If I had to make an educated guess. Ow! Dang it. But yeah, so telecoms in Canada are fucking awful. Couldn't dial 911? Yeah, they couldn't. Some calls were going through, some were reportedly not going through.
Yep.
It seemed very selective and random. But yeah, that's, talk about dangerous, huh? Anyways, right now though, Rogers is doing pretty well for itself. In my case, my service is good. I'm not saying everybody's Rogers service is good, but mine is.
Yeah. I think I've got to drop. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, no problem at all.
All right. Have fun.
We will. Thank you so much for joining. Alrighty. Let's queue up another one, shall we? But yeah, it was really dangerous, and people complained about it a lot. It made international news. They're like, wow, Canada's fucked. And we were all like, yeah. Yeah, it is. I spend over $100 a month on internet. Isn't that ridiculous? And I'm in like southern Ontario. So, theoretically, like, I'm not in, like, the ass end of Manitoba or anything, so I feel like it should be cheaper for me. But alas. Oh, Choco Mountain. Nice. Good track. Alrighty. Let's go. Oh, my nose. It itches. No! No, my nose! Oh, good heavens! Alrighty. Choco Mountain's a great track, I will say. It's got minor obstacles, easily dodgeable, quick flight. Nothing too schmancy. Just very simple, and I like that. And I know that's because it's an old track, ow. But it's important. Take a look at this track in comparison to Squeaky Clean Sprint. This one, easy to figure out, easy to maneuver, easy to learn, easy to drive forever. Squeaky Clean Sprint, busy, much going on. Oh, son of a goodness. Too much going on, some would say. Ah. Oh. Ooh. There we are. Oops. Why drift when you could just drive in a straight line, you know? Whoop. Jump right over ya. Nice. Alright, back to my asinine, like, old person conversation of technology that should really not be smart technology. So far we have fridges, glasses, and cars. Oh. And I stand by those answers. Like, those are pretty important to me. Oh dear. I think that, the internet should be a little less smart. It's not, strictly speaking, a, smart technology, but, like, it's gotten a little too intelligent. You know what I mean? It's a little too sneaky. Back, you know, in ye olden times, if you will, you typed in the URL, and then you were there. You had to know what the URL was. Kind of like phones. You wanted to phone your friend? Phone number. You had to know it. You didn't just auto-call it when you asked Siri politely. No, you had to fill out, or you had to hit all the buttons. Got bullied. Yeah. Alright, Kart, do be like that. London Loop's pretty bad. I think that all the tour tracks are really busy. I'm not a super fan of having IRL places in Mario Kart. I think that's a little weird. But, ugh. You know what? I love the Vancouver track. So whatever. I like how they picked it over, you know, Toronto. A much larger, probably better known city. Ah, poopy. And why does my red shell hit anything but people? That's really annoying. Oh, damn, Mario Kart! Hell yeah! Join us in the Mario Kart. Welcome, by the way. How you doing? It's Mario Kart Day. Woo! Oh yeah. What was I gonna say? You know... Hold on. Let me formulate this thought a little longer before I say something stupid out loud. I'm doing really well. How are you doing? Okay, I've got it. I've got the thought that I wanted to say. So we've been having a conversation over the course of the stream over technology that should stay dumb. So for example, fridges, that just needs to be a cold box. We don't need them to have fancy shit. The fanciest shit we're willing to do is ice and water in the door. That's it. Conversely, there are some things that I wish would be smarter. And here's where I'm coming from with that. I think that video games should be smarter. Such that they stop holding your hand and leading you through the whole game. And I have an excellent example of this, and that's Pikmin. I love Pikmin. I love all Pikmin games. Pikmin 4, if anyone's tuned into my Pikmin 4 streams, I love Pikmin 4. It's a great game. That being said, there is too much in Pikmin 4. And because there's so much great content, they have to teach you how to use all of the content. And and they haven't figured out a good way to do it. Fluky, you 100% Pikmin 4 already? Shit. I went from 1 to 4? Yeah. I'll go back and play 2, don't you worry. And eventually I'll play 3. I just wanted to play 4 real bad. Yeah, you can actually find my Pikmin streams on my YouTube channel. If you type in !YouTube in the chat, you can see my database of VODs on YouTube. And catch up with everything that you missed. I'm going this way. But alright, Pikmin 1. Masterpiece of a game. And it pretty much taught you the mechanics by how you played the game. And you learned. Pikmin 4... Can I please just drive forward? Pikmin 4 did not do that. You learn how to play Pikmin 4 by being talked at for like 4 hours. How do I know? Because I got talked at for 4 hours. The tutorial's too long. I know that there's a lot of different characters that they all need to have dialogue and whatever. That's fine. That's totally cool. Normal, one would say. But it hits a point where I just got so frustrated. And you can actually see it in one of the VODs. I got so fucking frustrated with how they were talking to me that I, like, wanted to stop playing. Because it got to a point, and minor spoilers for Pikmin 4, you get to a point where you discover a character that has a specific ailment. And that ailment, they don't know what it is, you don't know what it is, you don't know how to cure it, you don't know whatever. And they describe this ailment probably 6 times in an hour. They're just like, oh, look at this, oh, look at him, oh, there's this, over and over and over again. And I started getting so mad. 240 plus minutes, no skips. The VODs are just like, I just dump them on YouTube. They're not edited. They're just the straight up, that's why it's the database, because all data is stored there. VODs are VODs. Dialogue ate up so much time. And I just got so annoyed. And I love the game. I just wish it loved me enough to leave me alone and just let me play the fucking game. I know how to play Pikmin. And that's where I think there's a serious issue. I know how to play Pikmin because I've played Pikmin multiple times before. Many years ago, and most recently a couple weeks ago. So I know how the game works. A lot of people nowadays, because the franchise is so old and the player base for the Nintendo Switch is so young, they might not have, whoopsies, wrong way. They may not have the relevant experience with Pikmin, and they have to learn how to play Pikmin all over again. Or, you know, for the first time. Because they're babbies. So, Nintendo had this really weird task of making a game approachable and understandable, like, for children, but also not so annoying for adults who already knew how to play. And I don't think they managed it right. I don't think they did a very good job. Like, I can read all the text boxes in the world. But, like, I already know how to pluck Pikmin. I already know what resource management is. I already know how to make them do multiple things at once. Everyone who has played a Pikmin game does. But, you know, if there had been an option to, like, turn that shit off, I would have turned it off. And plus, some of the characters, they're not as intriguing as I want them to be. And granted, I love Pikmin. I love Pikmin 4 so much. But it really, I think, missed the mark for people who already understand Pikmin and already understand Dandori. I Dandori, you Dandori. We already all Dandori. We don't need multiple lessons. I will say, the maps are gorgeous. The Pikmin are adorable. The challenges are just challenging enough that I'm like, I thought about it for a second. But they're not so challenging as to become frustrating. I was able to figure them out pretty quickly. But man. The Dandori challenges are really fun as well. They're very stressful. But they're fun. Should try Cars 3 Driven to Win or Disney Speedstorm. Learn the controls by playing the game in the tutorial. Very concise. See, I like that. I'm a big fan. Junior, good job. Holy smokes. I'm a big fan of learning to play the game by, shocker, playing the game. I know, crazy. Very crazy. Also, if anyone wants to join, they're free too. Oh, God, I could go on forever about this. It's the same way you, like, learned to play, like solitaire, or like a card game, like Go Fish, or War, or whatever. You watch someone play it, they taught you the rules, or you read the rules somewhere, and then you played it, and then you got better at it the more you played it. With some newer games, they tell you how to play it, remind you how to play it periodically, give you tips far too frequently on what you should be doing. And like, even like, oh, well, what if I hit X? No, I don't fucking, I know. Let me figure it out on my own. I'm a big girl. I'm so smart. I have so many degrees. 2. I can think critically. It seems like nowadays game designers don't think people have critical thinking skills. And maybe they don't, and maybe I'm just harping on this for no reason, because obviously they design these games for a reason, the way that they do. No. Made Pikmin 4 hard, to be honest. I mean, they haven't really introduced like a mechanic, like in Pikmin 1, where you have a certain set of days to get everything. So I've just kind of been winging it. I get a couple treasures per day, give or take. But I think you have to learn to get better at Dandori by, like, doing the challenges. Learning by using the challenges. That's really smart. You have a character who's against you, who's like, I'm gonna fuck you up unless you learn how to do this really well. That's brilliant. And that's like halfway what they did. But then they just kept talking. And it started to really piss me off. Like, oh, look at Ochi swim, Ochi, do train with Ochi, do this with, like, I just don't care. I started mashing through dialogue because I just didn't give a single fuck what they had to say anymore. And I like reading dialogue. Sometimes I'll even do the voices. I really like reading dialogue. And I got so fucking furious. Oh, this is a heavy opinion for me. Trying to get everything platinum is really difficult. Well, we'll see how it goes. I don't think 8-year-olds are gonna try to 100% it. I think the 100% goes to the masters. And like you said, you 100% it. Like, people who are dedicated to the game will get what they want out of it. But you try to keep an 8-year-old's attention when you gotta click through that many text boxes. What the fuck? I got bored and I'm an adult. Couldn't even imagine a kid trying to play this game. They're like, oh, Pikmin, I see this, I saw Olibar in Smash, I want to play Pikmin. And then they get Pikmin and they're like, this is hard, I don't want to play. Like, come on. I don't think 8-year-olds have. In fact, I'm 100% sure, I know that 8-year-olds and below are not good at this game. I worked in a developmental lab, like a developmental psychology lab, where one of my colleagues researched how children save different kinds of resources. So, like, whether they save time, save money, save space, stuff like that. Oh, shit. I did it bad. And kids are fucking awful at it. Oh, shit. I was trying to dodge it. Kids are really bad at saving. It's not because people aren't trying to teach them how to save. I'm sure that, you know, when you were a kid, your parents gave you a piggy bank and they tried to teach you the importance of saving things for later. For, like, a delayed gratification purpose. But kids are just really shitty at that. And some adults are, too. Don't get me wrong. Some adults are, too. Oh, hello, small friends. Come on. Come on. There we go. But yeah. That would be exceptionally hard for them. Don't need to turn. There we go. But yeah. I love Pikmin. I love the concept of Pikmin. I love that Nintendo loves Pikmin. It makes me smile a lot that is such a wonderful game that they really, really enjoyed making. But like, shit, man, if I didn't love it so much, I'd be pretty furious. I'd be pretty stinking mad if they made me sit through all that dialogue. And, like, the game is ginormous. Like, it's so big. Does that mean I have to listen to that much more dialogue? Like, oh shit, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. Eight out of 10. That's a pretty solid rating. %80 is an A- in Canada. So that's pretty good. It's above average. But yeah, next Pikmin stream is actually tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. So same time as this one started. And we'll keep going for Pikmin 4. I learned how to get blue Pikmin the other day. Not by looking it up on the internet. For sure. Don't think about it too hard. But, so hopefully I'll actually get some blue Pikmin. It's hard, okay? I didn't understand what I was doing. And some NPC talking about it was not gonna make me understand anymore. Sometimes I'm just so stupid. I'm great at critical thinking, but sometimes I don't. That's okay. Not everyone uses 100% of the brain every day. If we did, we'd all get headaches. Oh, jeepers. But yeah, if you haven't, and you'd like to, buy Pikmin 4. It's a really good game. I'm really impressed. I'm having a lot of fun. I know I had just said for like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so that I thought the dialogue was annoying and I started not liking it. But the game is just fun. The game is simply fun. Fluky, you're right. Hello? Well, don't mind me. That was awkward. That's Nintendo Online. Oddly enough, I think that's one of the first like major lobby enders we've had. Usually they're up pretty well. King Cobra, hi! How you doing? Good to see you. Alright, everybody. Get in the lobby. Whew. Oh, goodness gracious. My streaming room's really warm because the door is closed and the air conditioner's on the other side. So it's getting toasty in here. Oh. Alrighty, I'm gonna hit A. I'm gonna hit A again. Once again, this is gonna be the last one of the stream. But if anyone wants to join, feel free to just hop in. Whenever you like. Hit B and B again. Wait a second. Okay. I'm gonna pick the right one this time. Wow. Ooh, excellent picks. I like the one of Vancouver. Yes! I didn't pick it, but I'm glad we get to drive it. I've never been to Vancouver. It's on the other side of the country from me. I saw it when the Olympics were on. That's it. To my homeland we go. Oh, Canada. It's a pretty great place when you get past all the legacy of genocide. We ain't just, you know, shitty coffee and donuts in this here country, you know? We also have things like, an absolute fuck ton of snow. Mountains. Wheat fields that go on forever. More weird empty space. The middle's kind of not a lot going on in the middle. Occasionally a big-ish city. But for anyone from America, you can just say, you know, small to medium-sized city. What else have we got? We already covered snow and shitty coffee. Maple syrup. That's something everyone loves. Maple syrup, that's our thing. We did that. Look at this. We also have the best figure skaters and hockey players in the world. That's all us. Nope, that's pretty much it. Oh, it was very interesting. I went to, where was I? I think I was in Moscow, in Russia. And out of curiosity, I had visited a grocery store to see, like, see if I can find any Canadian shit in here. I did. I found maple syrup. It was so expensive. I guess because they had to, like, ship it to Russia. And this was many years ago. This was probably 11 or 12 years ago. But, yeah, it was very intense, very expensive. I do like looking for that anytime I go to other places, like other countries. I always try to go to a grocery store and hit up the Canada section. Oh, you know what we have? No Name brand. I don't think y'all have that. We have something called No Name. And that's it. That's all there is. It's basically like Great Value, but Canada, and not limited to Walmart. So it's kind of like the store brand, but you might have seen it on Twitter. It's pretty popular. We have it's just yellow. It is a solid yellow container of whatever, and on the side it says No Name. And that's it. That's the brand. Sugarcoating your country, I hear. Yes. I like to talk up the good things about Canada. I will also talk about the shitty things, but I like talking about the good things. But yeah, it's literally, you might have seen, like a lawn chair that says, like, No Name chair for sitting or something like that. There's, like, No Name umbrellas, No Name different kinds of foods. It's really funny, and it's pretty cheap in comparison to other food. You're not American either? Yeah, you're, didn't I see you were Australian? Or am I thinking wrong? Whoops. Come on, comic. You gotta go faster, my guy. Oh, there we go. What else is cool about Canada? Yeah, sports. We do love sports. Did you know that the Grey Cup, which is, the, like, championship football, like, American Football Cup, is way, way older than the Super Bowl? It's been around for much, much longer. So yeah. Canada. Even football. Even the American pastime of football. Which I still don't really understand. That's okay. I'm not really good at understanding a lot of sports that aren't hockey. Oh, you know what Canada also has? Shitty hockey teams. And I'm a Leafs fan, so I can say that. Oh shit, there's a fucking train in the way. No! Oh. Oh, there was a Canadian who won the, like, a PGA thing, or, like, golf tournament recently. That was neat. That was really cool. Go Canada, am I right? Yeah, I mean, it's a big country, but 99% of it doesn't have a hell of a lot going on, so... There, Yoshi's Island. We can do it! I need to start traveling more. Yeah, Yoshi's Island! I'd like to go back to Germany one day. That was a nice country. I have family there. I've also wanted to go to, like, England, Greece, Japan, other things. They ruined the map! It's not... Yeah... I'm not torn on it because I didn't play the game where that track came from. So I don't mind. Okay, now I actually have to care and concentrate. Wow, there's a lot of red shells going on back there, huh? Whoopsie, I did it bad. Oh no. Oh, you! I'm not even gonna fucking dignify that with a response. You know what you did. You know what you did! Okay. Land here. No, 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 no. There we go. There we go. Nice. Good job. Can I, like, hit one of these or no? I was trying to hit every single one of those jumps. And I simply could not attain. Could not. Ah. Here we go. Ah. What the hell? I'm in 4th. This fucking happened. If you could travel one place, where would you go? Where would you want to visit? I have always loved Japan. I would love to go to Japan. I would love to go visit the Okinawan Islands. For martial arts related reasons. Where else would I like to go? You know what? I would... No, that was Junior. That was fucking amazing bomb. It was so good. But I was pissed. I kind of want to go to England because I speak that language and I feel like that would be easy. I got hit by everything, Loki. I got hit by 100% everything. It's a lot easier to travel when you know the language, which helps. I guess I could try for France. I've always wanted to go. So I think, you know, maybe it would be a fun little experience. Flex my French-speaking skills. Hope they add Wii Rainbow Road to the last wave? I mean, I think there's a pretty good shot. A lot of, like, Mario Kart Wii was really, really successful. And Rainbow Roads are where it's at. I think they will. Alright, let's give this a go. I love this track. I love everything about this track. I think this is so cool. Also, we haven't really spoken about it, because there hasn't really been a time. Super Mario RPG remake? What the absolute hell? Everyone was like, why aren't we getting it for Nintendo Switch Online? And then Nintendo was like, because we're remaking it for you. Like, how baller is that? And it actually looks really good. It looks like it pays a very nice homage to the original game, you know? It's not, like, weirdly in a different style or anything. The proportions seem right. It'll never really be the same as, like, playing it on a CRT or stuff like that, or looking at the sprites, whatever. But I think they're doing a pretty decent job with it. What I hope is that the humor of the game is left intact. I want them to keep all the original dialogue. I want them to keep everything. I don't know if they will, because, you know, times change. And our understanding... Sorry, I was talking and went right off. Our understanding of what is and isn't okay to say sometimes changes. But barring stuff that's, like, just not acceptable anymore, which I don't think there is much of, if any, in that game. But, you know, you never know. I'd like to see them keep it the same as much as possible. Oh shit. I didn't even see him. I didn't even fucking see him. I wasn't even inked. And I didn't see him. And now I'm just off-roading it. I wish there was a tire that made off-roading easier. Because I would equip that in a heartbeat. Why am I 6? I'm not paying attention, clearly. Give me a good item. Nice. Whoa! Hell yeah! Oh, that was not great. Let's go! Meow. Oh, and I missed it! And I missed it! What? Oh. But yeah, Super Mario RPG, I will be buying it. I will be playing it. It's gonna be fucking baller. It's gonna be so fucking fun. Boom bam! For the record, I didn't hit you there. I just took advantage of it. Oh, maybe it was me. Did the blue shell hit you? That's my bad. I didn't know it was you. Whoops. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely... Oh, and Wonder, too. Isn't that just weird? Isn't Wonder just, like, bizarre? I didn't think that, First of all, I didn't really see a new 2D Mario game on the horizon. And yet, here we are. With Wonder. And Elephant Mario. What the fuck happened with that? What happened there? How did that even happen? And apparently, according to reports, it is like a more difficult game. So it reminds me more, and playable Daisy and Yoshi. Put up a good point. But it really does remind me of like a Mario Bros. 3. I hope it's good. Again, that's a day one for me. As you can probably tell by this channel, I play a lot of Nintendo games because I love Nintendo games. So I can't wait to play it. I'll give you all my opinion on it. Not that it should influence how you think about and buy games, but I like talking about stuff. I think it'll be fun because it's harder. Elephant Mario became large. He's a big boy? I didn't see it. I have only seen Elephant Mario in the Direct. I did not see if and when he was updated. They aren't sticking to normal designs, and that's weird. Nintendo's been pretty hard and fast about their designs. They like to keep it all very similar. Very the same. It's the same, like Mario's drawn the same way every single time. Luigi's drawn the same way every single time. So to see them branch out and start exploring different concepts and different things, I'm stoked. I think it's going to be a really, really fun game. I think the same way as when we saw Odyssey for the first time and we were like, this is brand new. This looks so cool because it looked so different and it kind of played with the concept of Mario's design by using his hat in a very clever mechanic. I think we're going to see great things from Wonder. Is it the end of the new series? I didn't know that. It'll be very interesting to see where it goes. I'm very excited for this game. Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic, and I will stream it right here. So if you like Mario content, if you like Pikmin content, if you like the general having a good time kind of content, here's where it's at. We're usually pretty chill here. It made Odyssey look so good. And then didn't ever use that again. It's true. They made Odyssey look phenomenal. Like, it was the thing that sold the Switch. And then they were just like, no more. No more. If they make an Odyssey 2, it's a launch title for the Switch 2. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. They can't get around it. The branding would be perfect too. Like, new console, Odyssey 2, from the greatest, and if it was backwards compatible, that would be even better. Nintendo's not been known to play very well with backwards compatibility. I think, truthfully, I think the Wii and the Wii U, were they the only consoles that were, like, truthfully backwards compatible, not, like, rebuying the game on separate console thing? Or not buying, like, a separate attachment? They should make... Oh, you bring up a really excellent point. I would love to see a Sunshine 2. Sunshine is one of my favorite games. There was... And you can check the VODs, it's there. I once spent an hour, I think an hour and a half, or an hour and 45 minutes on one level. And, you know, Sunshine aficionados will probably know what level it is. It was one where you didn't have FLUDD. And I got really good at, like, the first, like, 3/4 of it. And then it all just went so downhill when I had to jump on a gear. Never played Sunshine, but it looks fun. I highly suggest it. The controls will take some getting used to, because it was not made for a controller that looks like a Pro Controller or Joy-Cons. But it's a lot of fun. The mechanics are fun. The reactivity of the controls are really crisp. Oh, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Have a good lurk. The one time, yes, Bowser and Bowser Jr. was just talking. They had voices. That was weird. Everything about it was weird. And I understand why it's like, oh, it's the black sheep of the Mario genre. I would say that the black sheep of the Mario series is probably Mario 2. The weird one where there's turnips, Shy Guys. The one that got released differently in Japan, because they tried to release it in North America, and Nintendo America was like, this is way too hard. No one's ever gonna play this. EGAD causes many problems. He's always at the root of it. There's never a time where he's not being an absolute fucking menace. And to be honest, that's very relatable. I too am an old menace. But yeah, so the lineup for releases this year for games, specifically Nintendo games, look great. I think that we've been spoiled. I remember watching the Direct, and they're like, Pikmin 1 and 2, on sale now, and I was like, what? Or like, coming out this Friday. I was so shocked that they just really dropped that randomly on a Wednesday morning. EGAD also made FLUDD. It was his invention, the same way as the vacuum was in Luigi's Mansion. So yeah, he was just setting it up the whole damn time. He went on vacation to Delfino Island? Island or Isle? Whatever. To Delfino, and he's like, I'm just gonna fuck shit up. And to be honest, nice. Drama-causing little bitch. That's relatable. Alrighty. Yeah, it's gonna be a good lineup. If my computer maintains... It takes a lot of computing power, to make the model me, look as good as I do. However, if I can find games that I can play on PC without my PC blowing up, having to run 17 different programs, I will play some PC games. I'm also going to start seeing if I can find some old games that I used to play in my ute, such as Cruise Ship Tycoon. I tried to download that one, it didn't work. SimCity 3000. How about Sid Meier's Sim Golf? That's a real game. It was so much fun. You built a golf course and then you could play on the golf course. And then, shocker, 20 years after playing that game, I worked on a golf course. It all comes full circle. Alrighty. Thank you so much to everyone who joined. I sincerely appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't already today, grab a little snacky, grab something to eat, and make sure you're all hydrated. I know it's hot where I am, so, you know, make sure you're appropriately hydrated for wherever you are. I'm gonna send you to a buddy of mine. I'm gonna send you to Nexu. So we're gonna read Nexu in a little bit. Babby, hello! You come at a good time, Babby. We were talking a lot about Nintendo games. I will fill you in. Cool Junior, thank you so much for joining. It was a lot of fun. We are going to raid. We're going to start that raid. I will see everyone tomorrow, specifically for more Pikmin 4 content. And with that, I'll see y'all later. Bye!